journey to this stage for Higginbottom. Coming out of high school as a great player on the east side of the state at Batesville High, winds up going to Missouri 1 year there, transfers back to the natural state, 2 years at Arkansas State. Last year, one of the best scorers in the nation, and she has replicated those numbers in her first 10 games at Arkansas, a school that she's always wanted to play for. Mike Neighbors had a spot for her this year, no doubt, out of the portal.
And there's nothing in the SEC that's going to surprise her because she's seen it already, so she knows what it looks like. Now being impactful is another thing.
Late shot clock offense. Daly, that is a poised jumper. And Andrea Daly into double figures. She's got 11.
Okay, what I loved about that was after she hit that shot, she was a quick celebration, looked over at Coach Mack, who gave her the thumbs up.
And so while Higginbottom's been great for Arkansas, Smith,
Nice
that's
play.
a difficult shot, got it to go. While she's had a great night, Boston College has led for the majority of this game. Not by much, but it's had the control of the pace in this one. After the miss, knocked out by the Eagles.
And for Boston College, number 0, Athena Tomlinson.
You see the 10 lead changes. It was bouncing back and forth there in that second quarter. But really since the start of the second half, BC has been in front by a handful since we started this period. Higginbottom into the paint, tried to bounce it to the 6'4" sophomore Ojenua. They'll inbound underneath the hoop with 17 on the timer.
And you saw that help side defense, Daly stepping in the last minute, not able to get the steal, but again, in a leadership move, just taking accountability. She popped her chest and said, hey, I probably should have been there a step or two sooner.
Smith trying to get free. Kiki Smith drive and kick. 3 in the air, that's long. On the baseline, Boston College secures it. Daly was looking for Sidbury in transition. Instead to Wagner, puts it up and in.
There was no stopping her. As soon as she got that ball, that was 150 miles an hour right to the basket. Great look by Daly.
So Wagner shooting just about 50% from the floor. She's got 14. Higginbottom can't respond. Lawrence rips it away, but could not put it up with the right hand. Boston College by 5. Early fourth quarter, with the SEC leading 5-3 in this challenge. The Eagles are trying to get one back for the ACC. Look who's wide open. 3 in the air. Green front rimmed it. Higginbottom with the rebound. Boston College 33% from beyond the arc. There's an illegal screen. They whistle Ojenua for the foul. That's her 4th.
Now, foul trouble has plagued Ojenua, who will have to take a seat here. I don't know. It looked to me like she stayed still on that screen. Let's take another look. That first angle, it looked like she stayed still, and this one, it looked like she moved. So, officials much closer to the play there, but just based off instinct, I didn't feel like it was a moving screen.
Yeah, it looked like she gave, usually on that blind side, you got to give the defensive player about a step. It looked like she gave her a step. Samuel throws up a wild layup. Another rebound down to Arkansas. And Christina Sanchez, who's getting her first minutes here in the 4th, draws the Boston College foul.
Boston College, number 30, Tiana Todd. Number 33, Savannah Samuel.
So Todd back onto the floor for BC. That's the junior captain from Ontario. Arkansas, it has done a good job of taking care of the basketball today. Just 9 turnovers. Bates with a left-hand dribble, picks it up, got it back.
And you see Boston College switching, so right now you got Tomlinson underneath in the paint.
Higginbottom draws the foul on Daly. That's the 2nd team foul. Make it the 3rd, pardon me, on the Eagles this quarter.
And number 10, N.A. Enshine. And number 2, Kayla Ivory.
No, rather, that was the second team foul on BC. So third on Daly. Both of these teams last week in their tournament, early season tournament games, last time they played, they were in close, tight, down to the wire games. They both found themselves both on the losing end. Boston College to Oregon State, and then Arkansas to Bowling Green. So here they are once again in crunch time in a close one. Two-possession ball game. Kiki Smith bails out Higginbottom there. Great cut to the rim.
Every time there seems to be a broken play, Izzy Higginbottom has made something of it. I'm wondering, as intelligent as Mike Neighbors is and crafty offensively, maybe he should make up a play that looks like that, right? It looks like a broken play, and then you're going to get a score out of it.
The art of deception.
Yeah.
Smith into double figures. She has 11 now. 5 to shoot for BC. That's a foul on Higginbottom. And so that's going to reset the shot clock.
Watch this again. Doesn't get rattled. Now this is off of a near turnover. Instead, she's able to find Kiki Smith, who cuts right down the lane, and a good seal, too, by Sanchez on the backside.
5 straight games in double figures now for Smith. So again, BC with a new 20 after the foul. Daly knifes her way in. That shot was knocked away. Lead feed to Ponanen. Missed the layup. Ponanen got it back. Higginbottom open. Little hesitant on the triple. And now she backs it out.
Yeah, Sanchez had that ball right there. But, well, that's the intimidation factor that Boston College brings. Their defense swarming as Wagner getting ready to check back in.
Daly knocks it out. 2.2 on the timer for Higginbottom and Arkansas. So now you've got to be quick here after the catch. Wagner checks back in.
Well, we know who's probably going to get the ball. Let's see if she can go 4 for 4.
Higginbottom.
Boogout.
That's good.
Call that.
25
She
for the senior.
Is feeling it.
11 out of 20 from the floor, so better than 50% shooting for the prolific scorer. Corner 3, this is Ivy, and the backside rebound to Lawrence. Boston College now sub 30% from beyond the arc. They've taken 24 threes. Higginbottom looking for someone, Sanchez. Smith drives into the paint. Smith throws it up, count it! And the foul. Arkansas ahead, and she's at the line for one more.
Higginbottom, and then this time here, Smith, the direct drive. She's hard to keep in front as well. Just so good at those quick angles, the tightness. And now Arkansas up 1.
And all of a sudden, it's an 8-0 run for the National Player of the Year at the junior college level a season ago. That's a great shot. That's her cutting down the net after Hutchinson CC won the national championship. And so it's a 9-0 run for Arkansas at the most critical of times here. Halfway mark of the 4th quarter. How does Boston College respond? And is Daly on the out-of-bounds line?
Yeah, that's an unfortunate, unforced turnover for Boston College in what felt like a very important possession. And the next whistle we have will go to the media timeout, but Boston College definitely wanted to feel some confidence out of that one. Instead, they get a turnover.
Arkansas on the 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Higginbottom into the paint and connects.
Okay, that might have been the sickest move of the night, to deny that screen and just go so quickly.
Block. Sanchez with a big one. Boston College tried to take it away. They whistle Todd for a soft one there. And that's the 15th foul on BC. Arkansas at the line when we come back.
This has been one fun night to watch basketball if you're an Arkansas fan. Izzy Higginbottom, the clock runs down and her confidence goes up. She stays so chill in the most tight moments of this game.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your school's saying first before saying it.
High tide! High tide, guys! High tide! High tide! High tide! High tide!
It's roll tide.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
There's something special about this time of year. It's fun. And it all starts here. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
Coming up when we are done here in Fayetteville, SMU at Missouri. Tip-off at 9 Eastern right here on the network. So right now, our challenge update, SEC with 5 wins on the women's side, ACC with 3. Luckily, it's a little tighter battle on the women's side. It was a SEC trampling on the men's side.
I feel like we ended up even last year. So this is
7, that's right, it was 7 up on either side.
Yep.
Look at how things have turned the last few minutes after Boston College went up 56-50. Arkansas has scored 9 in a row, and BC hasn't made a shot in more than 4 minutes. Heck, they haven't scored a point since the 8:30 mark, though there is not a fortuitous turnover right there. Just the 10th Arkansas turnover. They've done a fairly good job of taking care of the ball, but not right there on that moment.
And that's how BC can get back into it, is getting steals, just relying on their defense. But offensively, they look unsure. And this is exactly where Coach Mack was talking about. We need that alpha. We need somebody to separate themselves at some point. Guess what some point is? The 3:51 mark here. Fourth quarter. Somebody's got to want to take it more than everybody else.
Boy, you know, the activity and effort level from Taya Sidbury has been very high today. So she did some nimble work there on the baseline to draw the foul on Bates. So gets her team another possession. Boston College, they've taken a lot of threes. They're 25% from downtown. A couple of players get tangled up. It's Arkansas ball. So Joanna Burnaby-McNamee does not agree with the call, but Katie Lukanich says BC last touched it. So this field goal drought continues now for the Eagles.
Now what are they going to do defensively? You see they're trying to run and trap, but Higginbottom's still able to get to the right side. That time, able to draw the foul as well.
And so Arkansas is about to shoot its 12th and 13th free throws, whereas BC has only taken 3. That's it. It is another 20-point game. And by the way, 2 free throws here. Well, she'll get 1 more. But she is getting close to her Arkansas high. Scored 29 against UT Arlington earlier this season. She's got 28.
Oh, I think we're going to see that number get dusted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. BC's trying to get some more movement offensively, you can tell, but who's getting at the rim? I want to see Wagner get the ball and attack.
That's number 24. Yeah,
yep.
There she is. She's calling for it. Wagner trying to penetrate, gets into the lane. She walked. It's another giveaway.
Yeah, that's tough. You drive into traffic, and the great wall-up defense from Arkansas right there is putting her in a tough spot. I thought she had an opportunity to maybe go back left and finish. It looked to be a little open space there, or for that short pull-up jump shot.
Numbers now for Arkansas. Higginbottom into the paint. Higginbottom puts it up and in. Arkansas with its largest lead of the night at the most critical time. Less than 3 to go, they're up 7. And Boston College is ice cold on this end of the floor in this quarter.
Remember how we said Arkansas gives up 38 points in the second half?
How about Lawrence with the block there? Another rejection. So some great work at the rim for the Hogs. They've got the lead, 2.5 to go. Higginbottom in attack mode again, draws the foul. And Izzy Higginbottom will go to the line, looking to extend the lead. She's got a chance to get to 30 here with these free throws.
I don't think Higginbottom's come out of the game at all. 36 minutes.
Yeah,
It's pretty incredible.
What,
30
maybe
points
a minute?
already.
Yeah. No, I don't think she has come out. You're right. Boy, what is the things are going wrong for Boston College. They had the 6-point lead in the early minutes of this quarter. And then Arkansas has locked down defensively. They have made life extremely difficult for BC offensively. It's officially a 30-point game for Izzy Higginbottom. Her first as a Razorback. 9-point lead. It's the largest of the evening for Arkansas. They have totally flipped things in this fourth. Daly in the paint, banks it in. So that is Boston College's first points in 6.5 minutes.
You know, can they create a turnover and a little momentum here in these next, maybe 1 or 2 possessions? They're going to have to get that back, but you got to keep Higginbottom on the left or right side of the floor.
They need a stop. Higginbottom with 34.
Unconscious play.
She's one off of her career high. There's a foul on Sanchez. One of the finer nights of her career inside Bud Walton Arena today in a game that Arkansas had to have in a lot of different ways.
Especially after giving up a 12-point lead to Bowling Green. Here they are, trying to close out a big win for this one. Daly.
Boy, how about the work Sanchez
Yes.
has done in the fourth quarter here?
Agreed.
So the sophomore from Granada giving Mike Neighbors some big minutes on the interior.
And he's got to find, that toughness, that grit around the board. She's done a great job defensively, as you mentioned. He's giving some good energy, some space in there.
Boy, it feels like really that quartet of bigs, Lawrence, Ojenua, Bates, you throw Sanchez into the mix. They have done a really good job in the interior here, keeping Boston College out of the paint, specifically in this fourth quarter. 90 seconds to go, and Arkansas just in a great position right now.
Yeah, Arkansas, where they've turned the corner a lot too is there was a point in this game where they only had 4 assists, and just a flash of time, now they've got 9. So it's been more team ball generated. You see better spacing, more aggressive play, and then you see Boston College, they just kind of got cold because their confidence, their passing and spacing, the pace of it started to just unwind a little more. As Arkansas sped up, Boston College started to slow down.
They have been ice cold from the floor in this quarter. 3 of 12 shooting for BC. They have not had great looks. They've relied probably too much on the three-pointer, especially in this second half. They're just 1 out of 12 from deep in the second. Arkansas 90 seconds away from its first win against a power conference opponent this season. And after a little bit of a ragged start, the 4-5 record, a couple of shaky losses, a couple of them here. This one, if they can close it out over the final 122, is going to feel really good. And maybe it could change the complexion of things, the rest of the non-conference. Higginbottom at the line for 2. Again, she's got 34. Her career high was 35 when she was at Arkansas State. And it's a career night for the senior from Batesville, Arkansas. 36 on incredibly efficient shooting. 8 of 9 at the line as well. And you've said this several times. She just played very poised on that end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, Boston College has put their best and their most physical defenders on her all night, and she hasn't flinched.
There's 1 minute left in the game.
Higginbottom fouled, and so she's going back to the line there. And now with 58 seconds to go, you know, the free throw line has been a significant element of this game. Arkansas has made 12 more free throws than Boston College. Look at the efficient shooting, by the way. 36 on 23 shots. Better than 50% from the floor for Izzy Higginbottom.
Yeah, she's going to be a fun player to watch in this league. You know, I think about just, you know, other players like her, Georgia Amore, Hannah Hidalgo, some of the greats, you know, out there in point guard land, and just the magic that they've been bringing. You know, we saw just a quick highlight, Hannah Hidalgo here in one of the commercial breaks of her throwing this backwards pass to Olivia Miles for an assist. And Izzy Higginbottom is a highlight factory. You're seeing creative work under pressure with the shot clock running down. She has literally hit, y'all, every single shot tonight as the time has gotten, time's running down on the clock. A lot of them fadeaways, you know, one step, pump fake, turnaround jumpers. I mean, she's really able to read the momentum of the defense and get them to buy into the way that she doesn't want them to go.
Yeah, she is a savvy, high IQ, instinctual player. And so we're talking to Mike Neighbors. You know, a lot of folks know the story at this point. So she comes out, her high school graduating year, 2021, great player in the state of Arkansas. You know, Arkansas, at that time, they were loaded with really talented guards. So she goes to Missouri, you know, role player there, transfers back to her home state, a couple of years at Arkansas State, where she evolves into this high-scoring playmaker. 22 a game last year. She's averaging 23 a game in her first year at this level. So the talented abilities, they have translated, and today a career night for the senior.
Yeah, it's been cool to watch her progression. And, you know, it's not like she came into college basketball averaging 20. It was that slow move forward. So you can tell somebody like her has put the work in the gym and is so happy to be here playing for Arkansas in her home state. You know, this is the biggest show in the state here, you know, for Arkansas to be able to do it, have night in, night out, back to the SEC. I know the fans were so happy to hear that she was coming back.
Well, Arkansas needed this one in a big way. It's a three-possession game. It's not over yet. Time is not on Boston College's side. Kiki Smith trying to get it across the timeline. A handful of Eagles descend on her, and then there's a foul. So that'll send Kiki Smith to the line. Boy, Arkansas, again, plus 12 at the free throw line. That partly explains your deficit right there. Arkansas needed this one. Those two losses in Daytona Beach. You know, one was a one-sided defeat at the hands of Oklahoma State. Then they lose to a Bowling Green team, game in which they had a double-digit lead at the half. They lost that. So you come back home with a couple of losses, a shaky 4-5 record to begin the year after you lost everyone from a year ago, all 5 starters. And this one, should they close it out, is going to feel really good from a momentum standpoint.
You know, Mike Neighbors, you know, he said our challenge today is, can we rise to their experience and can we adjust to their defense? Our team has not seen a defense like this, a defense that can switch mostly, you know, 1 through 4 or 1 through 5 spots. How are we going to respond to that? And then Izzy Higginbottom said, you know what, Coach? I think I'll pull out a career high for you. I got you.
I mean, she's got 38. So, you know, one more trip to the free throw line. I think you mentioned before. Remember, she had the 10 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You said, all right, maybe, are we going to see a 40-piece?
That's
We're
right,
pretty
I did
close
say
to
that.
it. So
does that get everybody in the arena? You know, what do you get for that? You know, she got the 40-piece, so maybe, you know, everybody's got to get a gift certificate for something, or like a free fry on the way home. Come on.
Listen, it's the holiday season. I mean, I think you're deserving.
Right. Any of that.
So 73-63, the score right here. 43 seconds to go. And so if you're Arkansas, you just got to take care of the ball here. Hit your free throws. For Boston College, meanwhile, boy, the bottom has just dropped down here in this fourth quarter. So they hit their first shot right out of the gate to begin this period, and they're up 56-50. They're probably feeling good. A game in which BC had led for the majority of the game, not by much, but they were in front for much more often than Arkansas, and things just went sideways.
Well, I think it's hard to say a team that's unselfish is a bad thing, but in this case, it is, right? I think we saw Daly in the first half really set the tone physically, and she's doing a lot of passing, but she's doing exactly where it needs to go. Wagner and Daly, I think, need to be the ones attacking right now. And even though you're down 10, you're going to have to take threes at this point. But maybe go back a couple minutes ago or when that drought started. I mean, BC's still 2 of just their last 11, so this drought's gone on for a little while. And, you know, had they had that different mentality, you know, even it's hard to tell your players, like, hey, I need you to be selfish. That's a dangerous thing to say. But you do in a sense like BC, because they're so unselfish, they're so good like that. It's the edge, and Coach Mack said that. She said, you know, you have to have separation at some point. And I think what we saw was that there wasn't that. Somebody didn't step in to do that.
It's a veteran team, a lot of seniors and experience. They will have to figure that out. They were not effective from beyond the arc. 1 of 13 from distance in this half. That did not help things at all. Higginbottom lost it. Boston College, they've got to put something up here very quickly. That 3 is way offline. Bates comes down with it. 20 seconds. BC took it away. Todd got blocked. Bates recovers to get a piece of that one. Out of bounds, and Arkansas draws the foul with 17.1.
Now, that BC defense is what you expected to get all game long, and you know, maybe had they had the opportunity to run and jump and try to trap Higginbottom, you know, a few more times, maybe it'd be a different story. But again, Arkansas is converting. Like, they've hit their shots, they've hit their free throws tonight. They've stayed poised under pressure. You know, they haven't been killing themselves. This is one of their best turnover games of the season, just 12 tonight.
They did a really good job of taking care of the
Yeah,
basketball. And so this is going to be a 25-11 quarter. So Arkansas outscores BC, again with 17.1 still left to go. 25-11 in crunch time, when somebody's got to step up. Everybody really made an impact. Higginbottom, of course, with the 38.
Yeah, she's feeling out.
Somebody reminding her, giving her a little props here. Yeah, not a bad night for the senior from Batesville, which is, you know, a few hours east of Fayetteville on the other side of the state. Had that prolific high school career. But she displayed, Brooke, you mentioned it a couple of times, just the full range of abilities with her touch around the rim, 15 feet away, 18 feet away.
Yeah, this was a fun night to watch. Your women's basketball fans, he and Higginbottom put in work against a very good defense. Just shows you the type of player she is.
So it looks like the SEC is going to stretch its lead over its counterpart. A couple of games have gone final. And I think if Arkansas does close it out here in the last 10.7, the SEC
College got to get somebody to take the ball out of bounds.
About to take a 7-3 lead in this challenge. Perhaps make it a 6-3 advantage. That 3 is in the air, offline. One last look. Ivy couldn't get it to go. 1 second. Arkansas with a statement in the fourth quarter. It outscores Boston College 25-11. Gets it done in crunch time. And Izzy Higginbottom turns in a career performance. Career high 38 on 14 of 23 shooting. One of the better performances in women's basketball this year.
She lit it up tonight. This was fun. I can't wait to hear her interview, but congratulations to Arkansas and Izzy Higginbottom.
Hope you enjoyed it. We did. For Brooke and our crew, I'm Kevin. Let's go to Dari in the studio.